this is the first time when the allegation of crony capitalism could in fact stick, unless there is a mistake in translation, or there is a clarification from the former French President, Monsieur Hollande, or in fact the Defense Ministry has something else to say, because the translation over here from what we've been provided so far, based on the article which you actually referred to, is quite clear. It says, and it quotes Francois Hollande, the French president, who you can see on the screen. He was the French president who was in power when Prime Minister Modi had announced India's intention to acquire the Rafale aircraft. Now he says, we did not have a say in this. In other words, referring to who the India partner of Dassault should be. The Indian government proposed this service group and Dassault negotiated with Ambani. We did not have a choice. We took the interlocutor who was given to us. By interlocutor, he is referring to the Reliance Ambani group, the Reliance Defense, which is part of the Anil Ambani group. That's why, on the other hand, this group did not have to give me any thanks for anything. I could not even imagine that there was any connection to a film by Julie Gaye. Now, Julie Gaye is the girlfriend of Monsieur Hollande, and the allegation which had been made, and this was reported quite extensively earlier on, is that while India and France were talking about the Rafale aircraft, there was some sort of a quid pro quo. This was the allegation that the Ambani group, which is also very heavily involved in entertainment, had financed a film produced by Julie Gaye. However, at that time, this was all denied by various parties. However, at this particular stage, in response to an interview, Francois Hollande says that, look, there was never any question of Julie Gaye gaining any advantage or gaining anything from any contract with the Ambanis. However, the Ambanis were named by the government of India to be partners of Dassault. Now, this is where the entire allegation of crony capitalism sticks. Now, where do the Ambanis come into the entire Rafale deal? Well, the Anil Ambani Reliance Defense is one of the parties which have to contribute to what are called offsets in the Reliance deal. Now, the deal itself is approximately 59,000 crore rupees. Approximately 30,000 crores is the offset part of this deal. The offset part of the deal refers to how business needs to be generated in India, which is worth approximately 30,000 crore rupees. And within this 30,000 crore rupees, there is a joint venture which has been set up by the Ambanis, the Reliance Defense, and Dassault. It is in a place called Mihan near Nagpur. And this is where thousands of crores of business towards the offsets, the total value of which is 30,000 crores, the overall value, not what the Ambanis are doing necessarily, that plant would provide some of the offsets. Now, the Congress has intervened over here quite aggressively and has said that, look, there is crony capitalism which was involved in the selection of this particular group, the Anil Ambani Reliance Group, not least of all because they did not have any prior experience in building aerospace components. Now, this was debunked quite soundly by several others who pointed out that neither did other Indian companies who are also part of the offset business and other deals. But what is happening now is significant, is because for the first time there is an allegation made by nobody less than the former French president that in fact the government of India had apparently told the government of France in the government-to-government deal for the acquisition of Rafale aircraft that, look, a large component of this is for offsets and we would like you to nominate the Reliance Group in this. This is where the argument of crony capitalism could stick, but I should repeat that we are waiting at this stage for a reply from the Reliance Defense Group. I have reached out to them from the Defense Ministry. I'm told the Defense Minister is in Egypt. And we've reached out to Dassault as well, all three parties who are looking at these allegations very, very closely.
Right, but Vishnu, earlier we do have a statement from the government that claimed that Dassault alone selected Reliance and that the government or Defense Ministry had no say in the matter. The Ministry of Defense played no role in the selection of the Indian partners. And if what Hollande is saying is correct, that this claim by the government was clearly not true.
Yes, that's true. Now, so it's one allegation and one version versus another version. And so we need to report both sides of the story. But this is important and significant because it's the first time that this allegation of crony capitalism seems to be more than just political rhetoric. And the reason I say so is because you've now got the former French president, who was a key part of that government-to-government process between India and France at that stage in 2015, coming on record and saying, look, the government of India came to us and said that please nominate this group, the Reliance Group, and therefore they won a part of this offset contract.